Hey there, I want to make a video today to tell you about a story and a principle that I've seen come true in my own life over the past few weeks. A few weeks ago, Morris and I celebrated our third anniversary, and we received a beautiful card in the mail from one of my friends. And the card had money in it, and we've never received an anniversary gift before. But when I got the card, the Lord reminded me of the parable of the sower. So the sower, it talks about it in Matthew, I believe, sowing and reaping. And I felt like the Lord was saying that Morris and I are in a season of reaping. Now, please hear me when I say this to you, that I'm not trying to brag or not trying to say, oh, look what we did. We did something right. I really just want to share because I think it's something that can get the principle can sometimes get twisted and we think about prosperity messages, but that's not what about. I think the Lord wants to give to us far and above our wildest imagination, but he blesses what we give. And when we give unconditionally, that's how he blesses us. So going back 2007, I got an internship. I was supposed to get an internship at the Smithsonian Institution, but I didn't have anywhere to live and I didn't know anybody in DC. So my dad had some friends who lived in DC, the Abels family. Now they are an amazing family, have four boys, and I got to live with them for 3 months. Now living with them for 3 months was a godsend because unbeknownst to them, I was in a really dark place. Two of my family members had went through tragic divorces, and I had kind of given up hope that black marriages still work. My parents have been married for 30 years. My best friend's parents have been married for 30 years. But other than that, no one in my circle had a thriving marriage that had been married, more than 5 years. So I had given up hope. And then the Lord pops me down in this beautiful family, husband and wife that just love and adore each other. And Billy, the husband, he'd call his wife when he's on his way for home from work just to see if she needed anything. And Linda, the wife, would, check in with him if she wanted to go out with her friends to see if he was available. And it was they're just so intentional. And living with their family was just gave me hope that black marriages do work. And so after 3 months of being with the Smithsonian, I took a job in DC and moved to DC, but I still wanted to maintain that connection. So I would go and visit them once a month, and I would go to soccer games, or give them a chance to go on a date night, or I just wanted to be around them. But what the Lord laid on my heart and revealed to me is that I was actually sowing into their marriage. Again, unbeknownst to me, I wasn't trying to sow into their marriage. I just wanted to maintain the relationship. I'm one of 8 kids, and I know how many sacrifices parents made. So I just wanted to be there. And now that Morris and I have been married for 3 years, I see so many parallels between our marriage and the marriage and their marriage. And Linda, she's a sister to me now. I mean, the Lord has knit our hearts together with my heart together with that family in an amazing way. But Linda was a doctor, and when she had her first child, she talked over with her husband, and they made a decision as a family to come home so she could be full time. And I look at talking it over with my husband and being able to write full time. I just see, and now he's helping to coach a soccer team, and uh, Billy, the husband, was a Cub Scout leader, and he was a Cub Scout leader. I just see so many parallels, and I felt like what the Lord was saying, you were sowing into their marriage, and now you're in a season of of reaping. Now, don't get me wrong. Even when you're in a season of reaping, there will be trouble. And if you've been reading this blog, you know that it's been a mixed bag the past few weeks. But the Lord wants to bless us in ways that we cannot even imagine. And um, but we have to be willing to give. Jesus blesses what we give. And when we give pure and when our motivation is to love, I feel like he blesses us just wildly. And that's what I feel like I'm experiencing now. The Bible talks about how they will know we are Christians by our love. So I just want to encourage you to be intentional. Just want to encourage you to be intentional in showing love to others, whether in relationships, whether it's health, professional, anything that you can do to sow into the lives of others and just be a blessing, because the Lord wants to bless them, one, through you, and the Lord wants to bless you, and He blesses what you give. So, again, please hear me when I say I'm not trying to brag or spread some prosperity gospel message. I just wanted to share that the Lord, He wants to bless us, and He blesses people through our gifts, and we can't force God's hands. We just have to. Our motivation has to be pure, and it has to be to love. So, hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by, and love you lots.